Would you go to Utah for $1 million?
Yes. What up, everybody? And welcome to the FB and Goop Show. I'm FB,
On the Goob.
sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the Goop?
The Goob is good. The Goob is good. It is dry January, so the bar is a little slow, but I'm pumped to talk about the first ever 12-team football championship game, also the red hot Sacramento Kings. But first, I want to issue a warning to this Michael Lewis character who is harassing our meal ticket, Caitlin Clark.
Huh?
I don't know if you've heard about this, but there's this guy, Michael Lewis, and he's harassing Caitlin Clark, driving by her house, just general vagrancy. And this guy needs to stop. He needs to leave our girl alone.
How's that even possible? How can he not be in prison already?
He had court today.
All right, so jail soon.
We're hoping. If not,
Where
he might have
where's just the beating that he should be given?
the behind the scenes beating.
Yeah.
Well, if he gets out of prison or stays out of prison, we'll have to just go give him one, or
Yeah,
maybe he can come
I
down and
mean,
see it.
if he can drive by our house, we could probably sit in front of it.
Maybe he can drive by the tavern. We'll just have a whole big greeting crew waiting for him.
I don't think he's going to do that. I think we're going to have to go to her house.
Oh, then we'll get arrested for stalking her.
No, we're not stalking her. We're just waiting for Mike to show up.
Nice. Try. That's probably what he said. He's like, I'm not stalking her. I was waiting for FB and the Goob to come get me. Nah.
Well, he can't go. I mean, we're gonna have to wait for the court case and him to get freed and free Mike Lewis. I mean, you think people are standing out
Nah.
there? Nah, I'm not doing it. It's insane.
Nah. If anyone knows Mike Lewis's address, nah.
Send it to the FB and
Wonder
Goop
how many
Show.
Michael Lewis's are there are.
Yeah, right. Via the Good Time Tavern.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about college football because I was right, you were wrong. I think we should let that be known.
Hey, it was kind of a good week, bad week, but the one thing that we did have was great games. We had great games
We did.
and Friday.
We did. We had really good games actually. I thought both of them were well played by both teams. And either team in either game could have won the game. Kind of think.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, Notre Dame, Penn State came down to a turnover and a field goal at the end.
Right. So that's a
So
that's anybody's game.
that easily could have gone either way. We just
Right.
happened to make the last mistake, which cost us.
Right. Yeah.
Then we
You were the last turnover, not the last field goal.
then we couldn't cover their third wide receiver, Mr. Greathouse, who was a great receiver for them that day. Yeah.
For some odd reason I thought he was a running back or I don't know what the hell he was. He's like a Cordell Stewart of Notre
He
Dame.
was open, is what he was.
He was definitely open. This
Yep.
touchdown he scored, there's nobody around him. Like, wow, that guy's totally wide open. Touchdown. So, um, sucky interception in the end for you.
Yes, not a good throw. He had
Not
a
a good
couple
throw.
couple not good throws on his last couple drives. So I'm glad him and the entire backfield are coming back to Penn State, Drew Alar and Singleton. And
Singleton.
yes.
Is he related to Devin? No, that would be Singletary.
Don't ask me crazy questions about who's related to.
Right, because they're all related somehow in the end.
That's right. That's right. Me and Jesus, we're related too.
Yeah, right.
Me and Black
Same
Jesus are
with me
related.
and Jesus. I think we're related. I don't know. He died for me at least.
Yeah, so you're
Um,
right. That game could have went either way. Props to Notre Dame for, whatever, just doing what it had to be done. Good job, them. And with
playing
your
playing the whole game, man, and not giving up.
Yeah, it was if you watched it, it was kind of epic. Extreme effort being put forth on every play. There was lots of hits, lots of you could hear the impact of
I
the
truly
play.
hope that was Notre Dame's grand hurrah. I'm hoping that was it. I'm hoping they gave it all up to beat Penn State to get there, and then when they show up to play the next Big Ten team, they just don't have any more energy. So
That's fair. They lost a couple guys to injury. Yeah, your game was a lot closer than I thought. The Texas Longhorns put together a nice little battle plan to take away your number one receiver and kind of contain your run. and just kind of let other people, you know, make plays like Carnell Tate, number 17. I didn't know who that guy was before the game started, but he was open all day, just like Great House was.
Yeah, well, if you just put five guys on one, somebody's eventually going to get open. Yeah, no, Tate's done that throughout his college career, actually, because I believe Tate also did that for Marvin Harrison Jr. So when Marvin was covered, then the great Tate,
Jackson Smith and Jigba did the same thing for him.
yeah, did the same thing for Jasmine Simpson Jigba. You know what I mean? So when we talk about Tate, we talk about a great third wide receiver who, when everybody else is completely covered, is going to do the job. You know what I'm saying? And he has for several years now because he has been open for several years now. So,
Right.
no. So good for Tate. I think next year it's a free for next week it's a free for all. I believe we're just going to walk all over Notre Dame. I'm saying it now. I'm just calling it. If we're
Oh,
going to,
I agree. I agree. The
I
20
don't.
points seems fair.
Yeah,
I'm calling, like
I thought we had Texas, and Texas really did put together a pretty good plan and kept it close and kept it close and kept it close. I was like, come on, guys, pull away, and never pulled away once. And then the amazing Jack Sawyer, who I told you, 33, that's the guy to pay
right.
attention
Quinn
to.
Ewers' ex roommate.
Yeah, right. That sucks, right? It's like, God damn it.
Yep.
Son of a
He was like,
bitch.
"Hey, Roomy, strip sack, fumble, we win."
Stumbo, I got it. I'm gonna take it back for a touchdown. Peace, buddy.
Yeah.
You
Oh man,
son
that
of
was
a
brutal. Brutally
bitch.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
brutally hilarious.
33 and 44 on your defense, man. If you can't stop those two guys, you are in trouble.
You're in trouble. Yeah, it's pretty tough. They do a lot of things well, from rushing the quarterback to just that jumping in the air and knocking down passes. They do that really well too. I'm like, well, I mean, they got that defensive line covered. So, yeah, like I said, kudos to Notre Dame for beating Penn State. All they did was take us away from a really good show. And fuck Notre Dame.
That's true. Yeah, no,
That's true.
I was trying to list a couple things of how Notre Dame could pull off this championship. One, the running back with Terminator legs instead of his injured legs. Two, dopamine. No, wait, just regular dope. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, right. Just meth.
Drug Smith and Judkins. Yeah, no, Notre Dame's in trouble. We all know that.
Yeah, I don't know if they can do it 2 weeks in a row because they really did. They in the beginning of that game, I thought Penn State was kind of owning it.
We ran the ball very well, and
Yeah.
then we made some bad decisions. Called a couple too many trick plays when we probably just should have went, you know, just our running backs
So
straight
are
at
you
him.
saying right now the coach is an idiot and should be fired?
James Franklin.
Yes.
James has always been on that fine line between firing and not firing. I don't think you can fire him yet. I think he just brings in too much talent. Um, it's Andy Kolnicki had a great year as offensive coordinator. I think maybe he just got a little ahead in this one. So
Well,
it's not Franklin. Kolnicki has been calling the plays all year. That's not even Franklin's thing.
okay. Well, I just know that we've had some interesting losses. Eventually the head coach goes.
I want to see year two with Kolnicki, James Franklin, and this backfield. So I'm
Right.
pumped for next year.
And your quarterback, you get everybody, right?
Yeah, he's part of the backfield.
You probably get a couple receivers in the deal. Do you got any good receivers coming up, freshmen? I mean, you're losing your number one receiver in the tight end, Warner. What's his name? Warren?
We have a couple sick tight ends coming up the pipeline. Receivers will probably have to come via transfer portal. We got a couple speed guys, but we're not sure they're ready. We just don't draft. We don't recruit receivers very well, or they
You
don't like
should
coming to us.
you should see if that Tate guy wants to go a fifth season and go play for Penn State.
Well, we tried that their reject receivers, and he ended up sucking. So
You mean Fleming?
Fleming was a bust
Yeah, maybe Fleming only looked good because of Garrett Wilson and
because he literally wasn't being guarded by anyone.
by anyone. Yeah. So, I mean, it is one thing about taking a third string receiver from the Ohio State Buckeyes through the portal. You do know that guy was never guarded by anybody since Look at the other
So
two
true.
players. So,
So true. So true.
so true, right? Like in the last 8 years, if you're the third receiver, you should be getting a lot of catches. So, all right, listen, we got a good game coming up the 20th of January. You can watch it, but right now you can watch NBA anytime you want. So, let's talk about NBA. What you got? I can tell you the
I mean,
Knicks
it's
are staying where they're at. They've got third place and they're happy. So, you go from there because I got nothing else.
fair enough. The Warriors are not happy being very good, so they're just not going to be very good.
Okay.
So that's where we're at. We're a couple games short of halfway through the season. So I figured I'd come up with a couple lists of awards, like a halfway through the season award thing. You know, people do this kind of thing.
Sure.
And the first one's the pretty easy one. We just got, and we've got a couple of finalists. SGA, of course, the Joker out in Denver, who is top three in scoring, rebounds, and assists. And I put Evan Mobley on this list just because of how good Cleveland's doing.
Cleveland is doing good, and I've never thought I'd hear Evan Mobley's name on the MVP list. So
Right, he's
that's
more a
cool.
defensive player of the year, but I put him on this list because I didn't do a defensive thing.
Okay. Okay.
Have any, or is this just this kind of it? Huh?
Well,
Luca's been hurt, right?
I have been touting SGA for 2 years now, so apparently he's even better this year. So I'm gonna go with the same person I've said for the last 2 years, which I have not gotten even close once. Maybe I got close last year. But yeah, SGA. I
Yep.
think how
Uh,
he's playing. I mean, he's
It's it's not over by a long shot. The way Joker's putting up ridiculous stats. So if Denver could
no.
go on a win streak, then this could be Joker's again.
That's what they need is a win streak because right now the Thunder don't lose. I mean, 15 in a
They
row and
don't
three in a
lose.
row again. What did they lose? One in the middle? I mean, I
Oh,
don't,
and yeah, it's all SGA, man. He just takes over the game. And it's like, all right, well, he stops the other team's runs. He starts his own run. Yeah, it's SGA. All right. Now
yeah,
my
it's
my
SGA.
favorite
That sounds like Michael Jordan or LeBron James kind of shit. So yeah, SGA.
SGA. Yeah. All right.
SGA.
Least valuable player. We've got a couple guys. I'm sure you can guess which three I'm going to say. See if you can guess which three I was going to pick for least valuable.
Least valuable. I'm gonna take Draymond Green.
I pick now.
Huh?
That, said you're just taking a mick now. Um, we're going to say Ben Simmons,
Oh,
Joel Embiid, or Zion Williamson.
okay, can I replace Ben Simmons with 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 my pick, the first guy I said?
Yeah, I don't remember who that was.
You're crazy center.
Sure, yeah, he's by far not a player. He's
All right,
not even like
so
Andrew Wiggins is least valuable on our team. That's for sure.
okay. Man, Ben Simmons, I'm gonna throw him away because he shouldn't even be playing basketball.
Every year he says, this is my year, boys.
Yeah,
This is
well,
my
you can only
year."
say that so many times. This is my year too, okay, Goop? This
Then
is
he
my
plays
year.
5 games. And he's like, you know what? My back kind of hurts. My feet are
My feet
sore, I
hurt, my
think,
back hurt, my ass hurt.
and
Listen,
my
this
back.
is this is also my year. I'm gonna go with I have to go with Joel Embiid. I have to go with Joel Embiid because he should be in the top 2 or 3 players in basketball. And we already know about Zion's ice cream eating disability.
Right
And
now he's late because he eats ice cream. He hasn't been to a practice on time in months, apparently.
yeah, I mean, we all knew what you were getting. You knew what you were getting. In Ben Simmons and Joe and Zion, you knew what you were getting. You were
Right,
getting
a
a
whole lot of nuts.
child. You were getting a child that just a child. You were just getting a child who was athletic, who played sports, not anybody who was not there's not a man among there's just children. And Joel Embiid, you think that guy's like a man, in the in a superstar, and apparently he fucking is childish too. So I'm going with this year, Joel Embiid. Since he was last year's MVP, basically, and this year he is a dumpster fire waiting to happen every day.
That's right. He was MVP just a mere 16 months ago.
I mean, just a mere. It's like, I mean, Ben Simmons is never going to sniff it, and neither is Zion.
So true.
So I don't
Yeah,
know.
Joel, he is definitely the most disappointing. That's for sure.
For what you expected,
Yeah.
yes,
Compare in comparison to what you thought you were getting. Yeah. All right.
yes.
All right. So I have three surprises, things that surprised me.
I
So I'm
love
gonna go ahead and
surprises.
let you know what they are. First one, Steph Curry is only fourth in 3-pointers made, which I think he's led the league in how many years in a row? Second,
This season, he's only fourth in 3-pointers made.
only fourth. Right. That
He,
surprised me.
he owns every other record, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two centers lead the NBA in field goal or 3-point percentage.
Oh, I believe that.
Can you name them?
I'm going to go with Cat and
That jumper chucker? Hell no.
no, Wemby.
It's not even close.
Okay, Joker and the other one from the other team.
Yep, Joker and Sabonis from Sacramento, the on fire Kings. Yeah, Kings with DeMar DeRozan now. They're putting up three guys a game. They're putting up 20 points. 7 in a row, the Kings. Watch out. Sacramento on fire. And the other thing that surprised
Got
me
a
is this
good core.
some kid Dyson Daniels from the Hawks.
Fucking
That
Dyson Daniels.
was a game, which is one more than SGA averages, and I thought SGA was really good at stealing stuff. So those three things surprised me.
And okay, those are surprising. I'm totally surprised by the second one. So, I mean, I was just guessing centers because I was like, what?
Right? Yeah, no.
How can that
Jokic
even be
and Sabonis.
possible? I mean, Joker, yes, I get that. I understand that. But Sabonis, I would have taken me,
A long time.
it would have taken me 27 guesses.
I'm glad you said that guy from the other team because
Yeah. And that
that was way
other
quicker.
guy from the other team, Yeah, that guy. Because no, I would have never, I would have, how long it would have taken me to sub, I would have never said his name. You'd have went, well, you never got it, Scotty. You said every other team center, but the guy from the Kings, I would have
You've
went,
named 29 centers.
the guy from the Kings, Sabonis, the dude with a really nice beard who plays really good center, but not, I didn't think he was a 3-point shooter.
Lefty too. They can't ever trust those lefties. You never know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, we had too many at one point in time, so you can't.
Yeah.
Glad we got Cat and a right-handed shooter on the team. We had Barrett, Randall, Brunson. I mean, it's like everybody was that's enough. That's enough.
That's enough. Yeah,
So
that's too much wacky.
it's too much wacky for me. It really is. So see, we're
And I'm
still
just
like third place. So
I'm gonna name the 4 or 5 rookie of the year candidates, and I'm gonna ask you if you remember any of them. Jalen Wells,
no,
um, Dalton Necht, Stephen Castle,
Stephen
Richare,
Castle. I remember Stephen Castle. Go again. What's the last?
Richare,
Nope.
and Alex Sarr.
Castle. That's all I know.
Yeah, there's only 4 rookies that are averaging 10 points a game, and like none that are averaging double-digit rebounds. None that are
What
averaging 2
the
threes a
kid
game.
from LA? What happened?
He had that one sick game where he had like 40 points or whatever, and then that was about it. I mean, I guess he's not even averaging 10. He's averaging 9.
Is he just not seeing the floor though?
Well, getting some minutes.
Well, but some rookies are on teams where they're like, all right, buddy, you're the future. Go.
No, most of these guys are getting around 19, 20 minutes, I guess. Jalen Wells is one that I've never even heard of Jalen Wells, and he apparently is the leader in the rookie of the year balloting right now from the Memphis Grizzlies, because I know you didn't know what team he was on.
I don't know what team Stephen Castle is on. Houston?
Spurs. Hey, right state.
Got the state right at least. That's good.
Winner.
Winner. Half a point for being in the right state. Nice.
Yeah, so those are a little bit of the halfway awards. I mean, normally in basketball, you got what we got going on: the Cleveland Cavaliers, Boston Celtics, Snakes in the East, and then you got OKC and everybody else in the West.
The Rockets in second place, pretty strong. I was like, what the fuck?
Woo!
Go
Yeah,
Rockets. We talked about the Rockets 3 years ago. We talked about them last year, and now they're here,
it's the rock process. It's better than the original process,
which is the Sixers process. And that just ended up with a bunch of shitty players on other teams.
right? Exactly. Not gonna work.
Not going to work. It's better to have the eighth pick, not the first pick. So, all right. You got any, great awards. I appreciate them all. Uh, NHL.
NHL. I also have some awards. It's the NHL Player of the Week and Team of the Week. Team of the Week for the first time in probably, half a Detroit Red Wings.
No way.
Reeled off 7 in a row, including the Penguins were one of those because, we're givers this year.
They were like such a powerhouse for so many years and just have literally disappeared.
Yeah, they fell off the face of the earth. So the fact that they can win 7 in a row gives a little faith to those Detroitians who are paying attention to football and nothing else right now.
Well, I mean, they had nothing for years, so take anything.
Detroit, they'll always give you one team to kind of root for. That's their motto. And
Right.
a player of the week.
It was the Tigers in the 70s, the Red Wings in the 80s and the 90s, and now it's the Lions in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Well, the 2000s and 20s.
The 2020s, yeah.
Yeah, wait a minute. I don't think that's true about Detroit. For a long time, maybe they had a good soccer team or a women's basketball team or something we didn't talk about.
Ooh, Detroit Mercy. They won the Division II college basketball championship a couple times in the 2010s.
There you go. That's who they had for their fucking damn. 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 All right, do your awards.
Oh yeah, and player of the week, Jordan Stahl of the Carolina Hurricanes, 5 goals and 2 assists in just 2 games.
Well, that's good. If you'd have said 5 games, I'd have went meh. But 2 games, that's really good.
Crosby had 5 assists and 2 goals, so he had like the reverse. But I figure 5 goals is more important or more impressive. But Crosby had a good week too.
Yeah,
and that's hockey for this week.
that wasn't bad.
Yeah,
That was painless.
absolutely.
In a little while, it's going to get painful, but right now it's painless. Who you got for performers of the week?
Oh, I got some good stuff for performer of the week.
Oh man, I knew you did because you got to watch sports.
Check this out. All right, so my players of the week or performers of the week are 2 basketball guys. One was Cooper Flagg he's a freshman for Duke. He put up 42 points with an array of corner threes and beyond the dots, put back dunks. Super impressive. Broke the record for ACC and Duke freshman scoring. But he was not the most impressive of the weekend, which was that kid that went to BYU for next year. He was in some high school Allen Iverson Classic kind of thing. He put up 41 amongst all his peers, like all the best players in basketball in his grade. He put up 41 with some step back threes, a couple of impressive dunks, fast breaks, some ball handling. A.J. DiBenza is the name.
Was he from
Remember
France?
those 2 names. What's that?
Is he from France too? Damn.
I don't know. I don't know where he's from.
America, man.
He's from Ballin, USA.
He's from Ballin, USA. That's right. All right. Well, you know what? As I'm gonna stick with Ballin USA, and performer of the week for me was SGA because I watched this little thing on him and him talk about himself, and you can't guard him. He's unguardable.
He's unguardable.
And I think he's right. So I'm going with that. That's that much confidence. That's what I would, I was like, damn, this guy is
confidence breeds awards, apparently.
I believe he's won 2 on the FB and Goop show tonight. So MVP and performer of the week. So
nice. There you go,
right?
SGA.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got, man. I'm FB.
All right, I'm the Goob. Coco Golf and the Australian. Go get him, girl.
What?
Coco Golf, Australian Open. Go get him. Go get her. Go get him.
Is that what you're excited for?
That's what I'm excited for.
I'm excited for that too. I'm excited for yep, that's it. That's what I'm excited for.
Coco.
Excited for a day off. Peace.
Good luck. Good luck.